Good afternoon, everybody. So, first of all, I request all of you to join with your video. I want to see your face. Dennis, Eriga, Kritika, Sudin, Priniska, Anis, Srisha, Pronika, Tabita, Amir. Could you please show me your face? I see your face. I don't get energy to speak. Okay. According to the schedule, today you have to do with account. But I'm reported that there is somehow problem with electricity. So your account teacher is not available today. Therefore, I'm here to discuss with you. Hope that you will enjoy the class. And you are lucky enough to attend my class twice in a week. So I don't know how many of you are feeling bored. Oh, how many times this person comes and the person bores us and always asks to open the video. That might be the problem to you. So my dear children, anyway, this time I have found the increased number of submitting assignment. You submitted your assignment. That's fine. Last time I had given you the questions regarding the suggestions and warnings. Most of you are suggested, most of you are given advice that look question number 4 and try again. If I'm not wrong, right? The question was different. Your brother never submits homework, and there is third person, your brother, right? And you suggested that you should submit the homework in time. That means I have no problem. My brother has the problem, right? You need to make the suggestions on that basis. See, and while making warning also, that there are two questions related to second person pronoun. So whenever the questions come from the second person pronoun, you have to be careful about who is the question related to, right? Right? You have problem, then you never submit the homework. At that time, you could use that you should submit. If I were you, I would submit, right? How about submitting likewise? But there's your brother. See the point there. Because of that, you did, your structure is right, your answer was right, but on the basis of question, that is not considered. Therefore, this is just practice. Therefore, I have not allocated you the mark, right? In your exam, I might allocate 0.5, 50%. At least you have used the structure and you have written. But please don't do that type of blunder. I hope you are clear about this, right? So read the question first well. So today we are going to discuss something different in Unit 5. That time we discussed about the grammar function. So today we are entering to the text. And the text is about advice and warning. So we have a letter. We have a letter written by aunt to the nephew, Kusan, right? Manisha writes a letter there to Kusan, suggesting that he should not avoid the school. He should attend the school. I'm not directly going to the text. That's up to you because you can read. Before moving to today's class, I'd like to know that how many of you have textbook with you? May I see your hands up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great number. Those of you have not got the book, please manage it as soon as possible. Right? I got your answer, Prasanna. He has written here no. Okay. So let me share my screen. I request our host teacher, please enable me to share the screen. Dear student, Is the slide visible to you? Okay, okay. So we are discussing unit 5, simply letter. Let's go to this part. I've written there a means of communication. In the past, when there was no social media, when there was no devices or networks, just like phone, email, internet, these things. At that time, people used to write letter, one place to another place, and send and communicate each other. Mostly people had to wait for months. Wait for months. See the things. But these days, we use phone, email, message, whatever and whatever. You know more, right? So this is what used to be the means of communication in the past. But these days, most of us do not write personal letters, right? We don't go to post office unless there is official purpose. We hardly write in the paper. We write in the device. Anyway, we keep writing. These days also we are writing the letters. Its form is changed, right? It's used in different devices. So this is what the letter is. So let me begin with the letter first. I would like to ask Mr. Amir Khadka, if you are with me, could you please tell us what are the types of letters? Shubham sir, can you tell me the types of letters?
Sir, personal letter, official letter, more than more, sir, letter which is given for job application or for a post of an office. So there are many more, but I only know this.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've seen here Ankit Sangraula. Ankit Sangraula, let me go to Chris Shrestha.
Yes, sir.
Could you please tell me what are the types of letters?
So letter are of various types according to the types of letter. Letter may be a personal letter or an administrative letter that is sent to the offices.
Okay.
Also,
okay. Go on.
Also, sir, letter may be according to the time period. Letter may be of various times, such as the letter can be of urgent letter, or it could be. We have to know what type we have to enter in.
It's okay. Thank you very much, my dear children. Let me move to the slide then. Do you see the type of letters? I hope you have seen the type of letters. Simply, we have two types of letters, formal letter and informal letter. Basically, letters are divided into two categories, formal letters and informal letters. Even the formal letters and informal letters, these are divided into three different aspects, right? They are business letter, official letter, and personal letter. See the thing, before moving to that point, I'd like to talk to you about the difference between, very normal difference between formal letter and informal letter. So let me go to Mr. Ellis Acharya. Could you please tell us at least one difference between formal and informal letter?
Sir, difference between formal and informal letter?
Yeah, at least 1 point.
So formal letter is usually written for official reasons.
Good.
And informal letter is written to family members or relatives, like that.
Thank you very much. Without repeating the same point, Anunay Paudel, could you add one more point?
Sorry, sir?
Without repeating Alice Acharya's point, could you add
Yes,
one
sir.
more point?
One more point. Formal letter. Is there any more point beside those?
May not be. Okay, let me go to Pradeep Bhandari. Pradeep Bhandari,
Yes, sir.
could you please
Yes,
add
sir.
one more point without repeating your friend's point?
Sir, if I write any letter to you, that will be formal letter. And if I write to any of my friends, it will be informal letter.
That point was already mentioned by your friend. Could you add more than that?
I guess no.
Okay, I'd like to move to Miss Prunika Ghimire. Do you have any more point to add there?
No, sir.
No idea? Okay, any more please. Anyone, if you want, voluntarily.
Yes, sir.
If somebody is trying to share. Yeah,
The
please.
formal letter is written in sir formal language for
Yeah.
official purpose, and informal letters are used for casual and personal communications.
Oh, thank you very much, Amir. Thank you very much. There are 2 points. Let's go to the next slide then. Look at this. The first point Alicia Acharya made, right? And these types of letters are under the formal letters. Look, complaint, request, order, appointment, dismissal, promotion, appreciation, right? These types of letters. Whereas social letters, which we call invitation, congratulations, sympathy, condolence, these are used particularly for personal purpose. So these are under the informal letters. And as your friend said, the tone of the formal letter is polite, very respectful, whereas the tone of informal letter is casual, colloquial, ordinary, day-to-day language, right? And the dictions, the words that are used in formal language or formal letters that have very typical meanings, right? And that are selected according to the post and designation of the person of that office. And we don't use the slang words there, you know, colloquial words there. Whereas in informal letter, we use the colloquial or day-to-day language, right? Very informal language. That is how we make the differences between formal letters and informal letters. Just see there, in formal letter, format is different, and informal letter format is different. We may find the differences in format. See, we find formal letter, we find sender's address, sender's date, sorry, the letter date, and receiver's name or designation, address, and subject. Whereas in informal letter, we find sender's address, date, and no receiver's address there. See the things, and no subject there. Look at that. Other things are similar, and there are at least 2 differences we find, right? In formal letter, we must write subject and receiver's address and their designation, that is, or the address and subject, whereas in an informal letter, we don't write the receiver's address and subject. There is a difference in format too. So my dear children, and we are talking about the personal letter, but I am not dealing with personal letter today. As you already studied personal letter in your grade 9, and if you have any confusion regarding to personal letter, you may go to YouTube channel of our school. I have given more ideas there for grade 9, and you could watch there and you could find. And even if you get the confusion, please come to me. Feel free to make a queries to me. I would like to satisfy you. I try my best to satisfy you, right? So let's move to next slide. So the formal letter and informal letters are subcategorized under this personal letter and official letter as well as business letter. And without delaying, I must tell you that official letter and business letters can be included in the same part because these are the formal letters, right? These 2 parts include the formal letters, whereas personal letter comes under the informal letter. So you may have query that. You may have query then, if I write a letter to any office, don't think that I'm a person, I'm writing personally. I'm writing a letter to institute or organization or office, we can't categorize the letters on the basis of the writer. We categorize the letter on the basis of the receiver, who receives the letter, right? If a person receives, especially for the personal matters, personal issues, not related to public issues, not related to official issues, at that time we may call that the personal letter. That's always informal. Even if the person writes, but the receiver is office or organization, then on behalf of organization, the person may receive. Again, don't be puzzled there, right? On behalf of organization. Just for example, if you write an application, you write an application for your leave, then that you personally write, and that letter is written to your class teacher. But what you write there to the class teacher, and you mention the name of your organization, that means school. So you are writing the letter or application to your school, right? That is how that becomes the official letter. So my dear children, let me move to next slide then. This is the format of formal letter. So format also differs, as we have said. See the thing, how it is mentioned. And I am writing an application for the post of secondary level English teacher. As you know, we have vacant post. If anyone is good at English, you could recommend. This is a real thing, right?
So Sita ma'am left.
Yeah. She left. So my dear children, and this is how we make the format. This is the format, okay? So then next slide. This is the continuation of the same letter. Dear sir, madam. We mention like that, right? This is formal letter. And sometimes we write there directly name also we may write, right? So we introduce ourselves in the first paragraph, right? I believe that there is a subject. Look, your subject must be clear, your subject must be transparent, and after looking the subject, people could understand what you are writing about, what is your application about, or what is your letter about. It is easily known. So people may not have long time to read out your whole letter. So most of the things must be included in your subject. In formal letter, you have to be careful about. So then you have to develop, you have to discuss, you have to talk. The purpose of writing this letter. Why are you writing this letter? What's the reason? That you have to describe in your body, that you have to mention in your body. And after writing the body, you have to close your writing. How do you close? Sincerely yours faithfully, right? Your obedient student. Likewise, you have to do, right? So, who wrote this letter? I have signed there, right? That is signature. You can directly sign or you can write your name too. It's up to you. So, my dear children, this is what the format of formal letter. Believe that you have got the idea. So now let me move to next slide. This is the format of informal letter. Simply we write writer's address, date, dear friend, dear mother, dear brother, whatever we write, salutation. Salutation means we write simply dear mother or dear mother, dear friend, right? Likewise, my dear friend, my dear mother, likewise. Opening line, simply you write, I got your letter last week and found that you are well there. This is what we call opening line. We don't write in that way in formal letter, right? We don't say that I got your letter last week. We don't make, right? How do we make? In that previous slide, I said, that I shared or I showed to you, there is an application post for English teacher. So I would like to respond to your vacancy announcement published in the Kantipur National Daily, dated on ... You may use any date. That's how we begin there in application. But here we don't begin in the same way. I'm writing in response to your previous letter. We don't write that, right? We make the cordial or courtesy first. How are you? You are fine. Sweet remembrance. Likewise, we make our writing. And we simply describe the letter in the body. What I am writing or what you are writing, the personal feelings, emotions, whatever the thing that we would like to share, we write there without any hesitation. See the thing, see the point, and closing, love from your son, your brother, whatever you write, and signature. This is how we make the format. So let me move to the next slide then. My dear children, this is an example. I am writing here the formal letter. Though your book has prescribed both types of letters, formal and informal, and I have chosen formal letter, it's because you discussed informal letter in grade 9. I'm pretty sure that you have discussed better than this, and you have got more ideas about that. And the issue is same. In grade 9 also you discussed informal letter under the topic giving suggestions. Here also you are talking the letter under the topic giving suggestion. So it is repeated. Almost all grammatical functions are repeated. The repetitions. So if you have studied well in your grade 9, then you may not suffer in grade 10. These are the repetitions. So look at this. I have chosen different things, right? These days, how the newspapers are publishing the different issues, different materials. So I am dissatisfied with these things. So look at this. Tulsipur Sub-Metropolitan City, 17 Dang, Nepal, June 28th. My dear children, the date is not correct here. Do you know? The slide I prepared for next class. Fortunately, I am here with you before the time, right? I got chance to meet with you. I am very lucky. At least I have got my students at my side. So look at this. Don't go to the date now. At least we have to write date that you have to know. And to the editor, the Kathmandu Post, Tinkune, Kathmandu Province number 3, Nepal. This is the address of the newspaper. And I am writing to the editor. My dear children. And then subject, content of newspaper articles. What are the contents? What happened to the contents of newspaper articles? This is the subject. And I hope that you have guessed what might be the letter about. This could give you the better knowledge on this. So let me simply go to Sampada Basnet. Sampada Basnet. Sampada Basnet. I have not shown you next slide. Could you please tell me that what might be the letter about? I have not shown the
textbook.
Sorry.
So can you repeat?
What might be the letter about? After looking the subject, can you guess?
So this may be about the contents that should be wrote or that might be asked to write in newspaper articles.
Yeah, very good, very good. So let me go to Mr. Prasan Sitola. Could you please share what might be the letter about?
That might be any suggestion for the content involved in the newspaper.
Very good. Might be the suggestions about the contents that are being published in the newspaper. Wonderful answer. Let me go to Ankit Chepang again. Ankit Sepang,
Yes,
are
sir.
you here? Could you please
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what might be the letter about?
Later might be about the articles, newspaper articles, conditions.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me move to the next slide then. Look at this. Do you see the first slide? How have I started? Right? Look at this. You could read out this, right? And I'm talking, and I need to follow the structure that we discussed earlier in our earlier class, right? In our previous class, we discussed about suggestions or giving advice and warnings, right? Look at there. How did I start here? I'm a regular reader of your esteemed newspaper. I've been reading it for nearly the past 9 years. The main reason of writing this letter is to say that initially I was very happy with the type of articles you were publishing, the selected content. However, of late, means these days, present days, I believe the newspaper's style and preference have been changed. I'm writing on behalf of several other readers as well, with humble urge to revert your newspaper to the original culture and tone. The whole reason why I am writing the letter that is mentioned in this paragraph, right? This is how we have to do. Your first paragraph talks all these things, right? And then you need to go to second paragraph. Nowadays, the problem is here. I'm talking about the problem regarding the contents. You could see nowadays, I find your newspaper contains more advertisements. If you buy one newspaper, more than 60% of the newspaper is covered by the advertisements. I don't know what about you. I feel very bad to read out the unnecessary advertisements. I wonder why your sole focus is on the glamorous side of meaningless issues instead of delivering the empathic and hard-hitting stories of famous persons that could change the mindset of readers once your newspaper was focused and famous for. What were the contents before and what are the contents these days? Do we find the differences? This is how I'm not going anywhere else. I'm talking about the very minimal thing. Look, I'm not mentioning much more things there. I'm focusing my letter into the point. So my dear children, please don't divert your letter. When you are writing official letter or formal letter, please don't get diverted. And how I am focusing on the same thing. I'm talking about the contents of the newspaper, nothing more than that. See the thing, how it has been affecting or how it has distracted me and the readers like me. This is what I am talking here, right? I believe that your newspaper got famous because of society's view. The newspaper was famous. Previously, the society accepted the issues, liked the issues, liked the materials, liked the contents, and loved reading that. That was the position. But this time, the concentration of the newspaper is diverted. So I requested the editor to revert. To revert means come to the original place, right? Come back. You used to publish number of articles related to social issues, famous personalities, and their exemplary deeds, which were taken care of at that time. And at that time, these things were seriously looked at, and these materials were digested easily. And this was the past condition of the newspaper. But now, look at the problem. But now, I hardly read such items in the newspaper. This is the problem. And then I'm trying to suggest the editor. If you don't mind, let me suggest you. Who knows, right? The editor may feel uncomfortable, may feel interrupted. So I have written there, if you don't mind, right? It is better if you concentrate more on social issues than publishing commercial and useless news in the paper. This is the suggestion. I here try to catch the heart of grammar function too. How I am relating unit 5 in my letter. So please, my dear children, don't forget these things even in your exams. You are supposed to do these things. So you are given the different grammatical items there and read the book in this way. And mostly what people think, the textbook is quite useless and the questions are asked from outside of the text. That's not. We can take reference of the text and we can develop, we can build up our vocabs, our strong grammar, language. So we can develop the different skills. The 4 skills are designed in our textbook. So my dear children, be careful about all these things. And this comes under writing skills. So as I am very fond of your newspaper, I hope you will positively accept the issue I raised. This is the conclusion of the letter. I am concluding the letter. Finally, I, on behalf of all worried readers, urge you to refocus your attention on the matters that matter for all. On the matters that matter. First matters, noun, second matter, verb. See the thing, on the basis of use, verb and noun can be distinguished. That is why I use deliberately these 2 words. Deliberately used. I changed the word later. Right? So I have to close the letter. Yours sincerely. You know the signature. Sign up. The final one is sign up. And let me go to Sampada first. Sampada, did you find the letter? Did you find the letter totally revolving around the subject?
Yes, sir.
Yes, exactly. Prasan Sitola.
Yes.
One more person I asked, that's Ankit Sepang.
Yes, sir.
Did you find the letter revolving around the subject?
Yes, sir.
Subject provided in the letter, okay? So this is
Yes.
how we should concentrate on our writing. And if anyone has queries, please feel free to ask me. So it's time to discuss. Anyone please. How wonderfully I have connected the ideas. You have seen last time I talked about essay with you, didn't I? And at that time I have written essay from my side so that you could learn something else. Why I am presenting all these examples? I am not using your book to give the examples so that you could learn how to arrange the ideas in a proper sequence. That is what my motive is. I believe that you got the point. So thank you very much, my dear children. You attended the class and you, yeah, somebody has written here semi-formal also. It's okay. So today I must say bye-bye to you. We have no time. Thank you very much, my dear children. And thanks for your suggestion. So have a good day. Stay healthy. Stay happy. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everyone.